Hello to all my beautiful neighbors. Welcome to Onbrittsblock. I am Britt. As you come in, please like the video. It helps me to get in the algorithm and seen by more people. So hey y'all, look, that little button out there that say like, go on, hit that button, please. Get the likes up. I love y'all. Let's get these likes up. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, that little button on the other side that say subscribe, go on to your neighbors, family, and friends to come on over to Onbrittsblock and find out what's going on. And make sure you turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, guess what? You're going to be informed. You're going to be informed. And if you want to be a blessing to my channel, you can at Cash App $ Onbrittsblock. Again, Cash App $ Onbrittsblocks, or through super stickers, super thanks, super chats, and also being a member. So if you like to join my channel, come on over here and join. It's only $1.99. So y'all, these are our announcements. Please govern yourself accordingly. Hey my little rays of sunshine, happy Monday morning. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend, got rested, and is up now getting ready for work. Or if you're at home still resting, or just got off, or on vacation, that you chilling and living your best life. So let's get into this. Before I go any further, PSA announcement, public service announcement. I know you all have saw the thumbnail. Let me make this clear. I've said time and time again, the reason why I am a content creator is because of Love and Marriage Huntsville. When I had my thyroid cancer surgery and had to go through radioactive isolation, I got caught in this rabbit hole of Love and Marriage Huntsville. My very first video was Chris Fletcher and Nell Fletcher. So I feel like I still want to stay in the vein of things. Excuse me. I feel like I want to stay in the vein of things. I understand a lot of people are black and not watching the show anymore. But if you like, a lot of y'all saying, oh, I'm not watching the show, you want to know what happened on the show. Because we know they want to know. And I got you, boo. I got you. I'm suffering through this hour just for y'all. In fact, I don't like these people. And let me make this clear. Because I'm watching this show does not mean I don't like Melody. I am a Melody fan. I stand behind Melody. You've never heard me say I'm a millimeter. I'm a Melody fan. I got her back. She need me, I got her. So don't be like, oh, she don't like Melody. This does not have anything to do with that. I'm not a bandwagoner. I'm not jumping on nobody's band. I got a mind of my own. I do what I want to because I'm grown. I live in my own house. I mind my own business. But if I want to report on something, it shouldn't be a problem. Or nobody should say, well, she don't like Melody. No, that has nothing to do with it. Because I know a lot of y'all that's at home again saying you don't want to watch it, but you still want to know what happened. So please, with that being said, do not get in my comments talking about I ain't watching the show, you shouldn't because you know what? I'm gonna delete your comment. And y'all know I'm a nice person. I'm down to earth. I'm friendly. I am who I am, but I don't take a lot of junk. I don't like foolishness and drama. I don't say that 1,000 times. So don't get in my comments with that mess. But at the end of the day, I got you. You want to know what happened? Here we go. Let's start with the fact of the opening credits of this show. Now, everybody got on their little single color dress, but Destiny has on a black dress with a silver drape across it. I hope y'all don't think y'all trying to make Destiny the star of the show, because she will never compare. What does she have besides the broom closet with 5 products that she's selling out of it? And y'all gonna make her the star? What kind of example is she to somebody? No, I can see already from the beginning credits that this show is going nowhere, absolutely nowhere. So we start at Leek and Tuna Cat's house, Tisha and Marsau house. And so Tisha's in there with the kids. Marsau walk in, he got a hat and the jacket on like he just came in to film. You know, he had to run by the house right quick. Just the film. Cause even as he did film the whole time, he still had on that skull cap and that jacket, like, you know, once it's over, I'm leaving. But the funny part about it, so Wanda comes and she come on in the house. Now Macy runs up to her. Mila and MJ standing beside Marsau looking like, what's she here for? They ain't smile, they ain't say, hey grandma, they ain't do nothing. They looking at her like, what you here? You need to go home. We don't need you here right now. My parents are home. But anyway, Marsau was sitting over on the couch and wanted to come and sit beside him. And Marsau get up, she's like, what you moving for? Marsau like, he don't want to sit beside the devil. And I don't blame him. So soon as they sit down and get started, Wanda jump head gun hole right into why you didn't say nothing about what Martell said. What's your answer? What you got to say about that? And Marsau is like, what's the answer I gave him? She said, you didn't say nothing. Go with that. Go with the answer. Because I ain't say nothing to him. What make you think I'm going to say something to you? And then Tisha come and sit down and, she, y'all stop. First of all, Wanda need to stay in Wanda's place. If Tisha is at home with a man that she know out here not giving answers and they say he doing this and she still there with him, if she like it, I love it. It has nothing to do with me. Wanda need to learn how to stay in Wanda's place. That's the reason why I think a lot of times when people go through situations in their relationships or your marriage or whatever, I feel as though you shouldn't tell your family. Try to sort it out yourself. Go to somebody that don't know neither one of y'all. Talk to them, because the first thing what's going to happen is y'all going to be into it. You going to run over here and tell your family. They going to be in the uproar and mad at it, pissed off and everything. Y'all going to get back together, make up, and everything all right, cool with y'all. But your family will never look at that person the same again. Every time you look at him like, what you still with him for? What you bring him up here? You happy and don't moved on. And they up there, they still upset and mad about your relationship. So what she need to do is keep her mom out of her relationship. She said, so in the green screen, Tisha, me and Marsau, we communicate, and he with me, and he know all about me, and we know how to say our stuff together. We've been together for 20 years, and Marsau always had my back and been my protector. No. Y'all might have been together for 20 years, but I wouldn't say he had your back or been your protector, because, he don't know a lot of stuff underhanded. But Wanda need to stay in Wanda's place. And then my thing is, too, as loud as Wanda per se talking, her kids was upstairs. They don't live in a mansion. They probably hear what you're saying. Or already know what you're saying, but still, you discuss that with them when their children are not in the house where ears can hear, because kids can hear. They're not deaf. Wanda need to stay in her grandma's place and let that be that. And and Maurice says, Marsau has already told her, I'm not giving you any answers. So ain't no use trying to sit over here every day, come by here, call me. What I said then is what I'm saying now. Nothing. So then we run over to Caillou and Kimmy's house. Caillou has not changed. It's like he is Kimmy's oldest son, and she raised a monster. She in there looking at college with monster. He's like, what colleges are you looking at? You should already know that. If that's your son, you should know what school he want to go to. I don't get it. She raising a high school student that's going to graduate and a grown boy. So then he asked Monster, they start talking about, don't get into all kind of little extracurricular activities, smoking and drinking and everything. So Maurice asked him, have you heard about me, my little situation? He said, yeah, I heard about it. My friends talk about what they say, they just crack jokes. Was they cracking jokes when they were dismissed? First of all, it shouldn't have been a cracking joke moment, because it should never happen, pretty much. Mr. Lawyer, you a lawyer. It should never happen. So then you want to ask your son what your friend said, and even if it's dismissed, they still gonna crack jokes, because it don't happen. People don't know crack jokes. Stop cracking jokes after something been dismissed, especially when you just got out. You barely slid off that case. Got missed for something that was not done. So if it would have been done right, yeah, you would have got served. couple of, a little something. They gave you something. But you got, now you want to be smart because you got, when they don't say this, and they always want to talk about disparaging somebody's character. Here go Kimmy. Y'all ain't got no character. Y'all a character in the cartoon because he is Caillou over there on PBS Cartoon Network. That's where he at. So then they start talking about, she said she went out today and showed the property, 3,000 square feet. I still to this day ain't saw Kimmy sell nothing. She ain't took us nowhere on her business trip trying to rent somebody or show somebody a house. I don't believe it. I still don't believe it. She is a house mother to monster, pretty much. So then she go into talking about the new restaurant business that she want to do, that they went ahead on with Marsau, Leak, and y'all know Leak don't do nothing in a timely manner. And she's like, yeah, he does a beautiful job, but he just, just slow about it. First of all, if I am paying you out of my pocket, see, this family thing, it don't exist when it's business. So when it comes on my business, we talk about business thing. You work on a timely manner, we talk about my money. You don't work according to how you feel like it. And then so while she talking about this, here go Caillou talking about, have you saw Scott Manor? Boy, you taking this whole conversation to the left, worried about what your brother with Scott Manor. You need to worry about your brother building your wife's restaurant. Get your pride in order. It's not, God, your brother, your mama, then your wife. Your wife and y'all situation, money that's coming in y'all house, should be the first thing you want to talk about. Not talk about, what about Scott Manor? You need to go ride by there. No, we need to ride by my business and see how you doing there. Not no Scott Manor. I'm like, you gonna sit there, she telling you about her business, you want to go talk about their house? Boy, bye. So Caillou and Kimmy goes on to talk about what Chris Fletcher said about the NDAs being signed. And she said that, Chris Fletcher threw him and Marsau up under the bus about that. And then she asked him, have you ever had a side chick to sign the NDA? Ma'am, do you think he gonna be like, yeah, I sure did. I had about 5 of them sign one the other day, and I had 2 of them a couple of years ago to sign one. Did you think he was gonna get an answer, a correct answer? And because when it stopped, they kind of paused and looked at each other for a dramatic moment, which they didn't have. So when he said, no, I ain't had nobody sign NDA, she's like, that's the wrong answer. He's like, what? I said, I had nobody sign NDA. No, you should say you don't have any side chicks. I mean, you want to know that he have somebody sign the NDA. You ain't never asked him did he have any side chicks. And again, let's go back to, you was not going to get the right answer that you was looking for, Alex. Can I get a no for 500, Alex? Come on, girl. Think about what you're saying. So now we see that Hotel is going to meet up with Dusty. First of all, Dusty coming to this building in this black dress, these black stockings and black shoes. She looks so depressing. And she like she's going to the business, got a little business briefcase and all this kind of stuff. First of all, what business that you got? We ain't never saw you work nowhere. And if you got a job, congratulations. So she's saying now that she's working in real estate, and that she, for 19 years, she has been a licensed real estate person. Well, for the past couple of years that you've been on here, we ain't really saw you with a job. We saw you trying to open up Madonna 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, and all your reopenings, but we ain't saw you selling no real estate. Everybody kidding me that now they on here trying to sell a house or sell a car or sell a roof shingle or something. That's what y'all got now, all of a sudden. So now she's into real estate, and I guess that's her office. You'll never be a mogul. We ain't saw you sell nothing. I ain't never heard about you selling real estate. So then Hotel comes in because she's saying, hopefully he get up her with some listings. And he come in and she gives him, I got you something. She give him one of them Madonna candles. She don't even give away none of her product for free. Every product she got, she needs to try to sell it. I don't care if she told him she need $5 for it. Don't give away nothing because you ain't got no money. You need to sell that that counted to him. So here go Hotel get on there and says it's so many lies about how they know each other to it's unreal. He says he met her about 19, 20 years ago in high school, and that's how long they've been knowing each other. Well, let's go back. One point in time, they said that their mom and daddy went together. That's how they met each other. When they first came on the show, and Destiny baby daddy was supposed to be his best friend, supposed to be Martell's best friend. He didn't even know Destiny then. He didn't know nothing about her, cause that was his best friend girlfriend. So make up your mind. Did you meet her in high school? You know, did you meet her through her baby daddy? Which one is it? Or was she always been your secret lover all these many years, and y'all was trying to play us crazy? We ain't crazy though. Let's keep going. Wait 1 minute. Martell said candles are getting expensive. Now you supposed to be a millionaire. You supposed to be like the rest of them, got plenty of money. So how are candles of all things getting to be expensive? That's right. That's why we know you weren't able to feed the children. Cause if candles are expensive, them kids ain't eating. So they get to talking about Hotel and Slaw. And he said that he trying to put her through nursing school. Baby, somebody had to put you through school. You'd have still been in college today if it wasn't for somebody else. I mean, I've never heard the dumb helping somebody out. It's not the dumb getting dumber. You trying to help her through nursing school when you can't even pass an open book test. Nursing school is a lot harder than what you trying to do, get a builder's license, and you trying to put somebody through nursing school. You trying to help them get through school. And then they showed it. All of a sudden they show her little ugly picture with that same bun that she would not get rid of. And then he talking about, yes, she's a great mother. Do you keep your little boy? Have you ever watched a TikTok live a lot and see how your son is acting in the background and talking about he's a good mother? Because that girl is feeding him grapes online and everything else, that's about all she's doing. Because again, I'm not talking about nobody else's child, but the little boy bad. And don't be how about, you shouldn't call nobody child bad. Bad is bad. I don't care if you say they misbehaved, they misunderstood, you know, they need redirection. That still at the end of the day mean they bad. I mean, so whatever you say, the little boy's still bad. He wants somebody, she's a good mother, you know, and if she keep going the way she going, that she's going to get a ring. And you can tell the way this part right here is scripted, because when it's time for him to answer, it's taking him 2 minutes too long to remember his line. When she asked him a question, well, you know, you're a one woman's man now, he got to pause and think about like, yeah. I mean, somebody hold the cue cards up far enough for him to say yeah. Their acting skills are horrible. Because the question that y'all asked him, you already know, they went back and showed the point where he said that she was a peasant. Then he wanted to get into the degree. Yeah, I know I've said some bad things. You know, I said that she's a peasant then because I was in a relationship, but now she's still a peasant. Because if she was all that and some more, when you got them walking papers, you would have went ahead and hitched her to your wagon and kept on riding. But no, she is not what you want. You are not putting her through nursing school. So we don't want to hear all the lies. Stop. I could already see this season gonna be full of lies and scripted shows. When they already said from the beginning that this is not, you know, reality. This is a show. So let's keep on going. So Martell asked Destiny about Lance. She said she hadn't talked to him since a message sent him 10 minutes. Say happy Thanksgiving, 10 minutes before he posted a picture about him having a baby. First of all, if y'all are talking or dating or you his side piece or whatever, most likely Destiny is just his side piece. She just, I mean, not side piece. Well, side piece, should I say? Because he got a baby. It take 9 months for somebody to have a baby. And all them 9 months, you didn't hear about him having a baby or seeing somebody else. So that just let you know that y'all was just cuddle buddies. And he didn't find it important to tell you that he had a baby on the way. I mean, we ain't together. We just laying up, when I ain't with her. Pretty much. So she's like, I just found out he had a baby. You, again, this is scripted. We already know, you probably know that boy was having a baby. He just wasn't with that girl. Because all of a sudden, all these times y'all showed up together on the show, and then now, all of a sudden, the baby pop up and you didn't know nothing about it. Get another line. Find another story, because this it ain't finna go nowhere. It's not even getting off the ground. It's like a plane with no jets, with no propellers or nothing. It's going nowhere. So then she goes on to talk to him about, being online, talking about the Scots, and trying to make Martell see that what you doing, it's not going nowhere for you. She's like, well, I ain't said nothing, but I'm tired of them doing me any kind of way. Now I'm going back. Well, so now Martell's at that point in life, he want to play the tit for tat. Y'all have talked about me, ragged me down, all the things, so I'm going to keep talking about you. And she's like, well, it's not going to go anywhere for you. And he's like, it don't even matter. It ain't got to go nowhere, but every time they click their button, I'm going to click mine. But before I go to the next scene, Destiny, you thinking you're a millionaire, but you got this little $9.99 wig on, what you call them, the headband wig, because you can see the black headband over there, with this kiki yaki hair. I'm gonna need you to get a better hairstyle. I'm gonna need you to go, get at least a $59.99 wig or something, because the one you wearing today is not good. And Martell still again got his clothes painted on. I wish he would get something bigger or either get smaller. It don't make no sense. I don't even know how he breathing in that coat that he got on, because I mean, your coat shouldn't be that tight. But anyway, on to the next. So now we are talking with Woo Woo and Kenya, pretty much, because he had just like a girl. And so they done met up, and they talking about, they did flashbacks of all the times this man disrespected Woo Woo in his face about his kids, and and not realize, he still not realize his place. So they was trying to just, Woo was like, look, after the last reunion, I was about to crash out on you, bro. Cause look, you getting out of hand, you getting out of line, Trish getting out of line. So I'm sick of y'all. So they had me talking. So I guess Kenya decided to reach out to Woo Woo. And Woo Woo talking, he like he about to start crying. Don't start that crying. Do not stop, don't start that crying. You too old to be in front of this big man to be crying. So, they was talking about how do we work this thing out, because Trisha still on her little stupid stroll don't want to talk. We can't get along. We don't like each other, which is all lies. You doing this for the show, pretty much. I mean, learn how to co-parent. So he's like, well, I don't want us to go through this thing, and you can call the house and go through me. And no, I wouldn't go through him. If this was a real scenario, I would not go to him. I know Trisha got to have other family that we can talk to, because you're going to always be on her side and on the side of wrong. So, so when you come to our house, and if you want to come get your kids and take them somewhere, let us know. First of all, I ain't got to call you and let you know nothing about me come and get my kids. These my kids. Still again, Ken don't know how to stay in Kenya's place. You ain't push out nothing out of your nutsack. So what are you talking about? You cannot tell me how I can raise my kids and call you, and you can, only way I can call you if you're gonna get your little pit bull, your little pit poodle over there, the little pit poodle, and tell her to stand down when I come get these kids. That's all we need to talk about. Find another mediator, because you wouldn't be it. You just would not be it. Then Ken gonna say that Trisha don't trust trust Woo Woo with his kids, and then she don't trust with Kenya. Why you worried about Kenya? And then all of a sudden, why you not worried about, you don't trust with your kids? He been in their life all these many years. It's you that keep pulling him away from his kids. And then you won't say, oh, it's woo woo. But woo woo say, I want us to do a play date with the kids. Those kids are not young. They not, what play date they gonna have? They not going to no little Chuck E. Cheese and then like that. And then one day, I want us to go on a trip together. Nope, that'll never happen. I wouldn't even want to go on a trip with both of them. Y'all have y'all little family trip over there, and I have mine over here. I'm like, woo, come on, baby. I'm gonna need you to man up a little bit. Y'all are not kids. We're not having no family vacations together. Only way we have a family vacation is I'm gonna be booed up, and they could be booed up. But again, this is all a lie, and I wish they would just find something. This show ain't going nowhere. It ain't getting off the ground. I promise you. They wasting my life minutes, but I got y'all though. So now we're at Chris and Nell house, and they're talking about they have two new additions to the family. Chris Jr. has a little girl, and Lance have a little girl. But let me back up for a minute. When I tell y'all Chris and Nell know how to put their clothes on, they look absolutely fabulous in the confessional. Chris always know how to put his suits on, and those colors it's like a taupe. It's like a taupe or a cocoa brown, not even cocoa brown, but it's like a taupe color in that. It's like a real dark peach that they're wearing. They look absolutely phenomenal. Their clothes, they know how to put them on. I give that to them. I do. I have to give that to them. Nell and Chris know how to put their clothes on. And I don't always like Nell hair, but she looks great in this confessional. But they was just saying how Lance is having a hard time, with the baby. He looks tired and everything. But one point I didn't get is that when she say, Chris said, well, when he come into the center, catch him and, and talk to him. And she's like, well, I don't want to pull him aside in front of everybody. Well, I mean, you got his phone number. That's your son. Lance, excuse me. You got his phone number. You can't call him. So I'm just gonna go over to his house. Y'all got me baffled. Y'all need to work on when y'all get ready to do an episode and a scene and y'all skits or whatever. Please make things make sense. If that is your son, you were able to call him. You ain't got to pull him aside at the daycare. You ain't got to pop up at his house. You can call him and say, look, son, I need you to come out here, when you got from work. And that be it. Again, y'all not doing good. All right, let's talk about their house also. When I tell you that they live in a mansion, yes, I said a mansion. They have a fabulous home, beautiful. And my thing is too. Let's go back to the beginning right quick. Now, when Wanda got to the Scott's 1.0 house, for them to be millionaires, they have never lived in a house that matches anybody's house that say that you got $1 million worth of coins in your bank account. That's what it looked like. They live in a house that, to me, that was built in maybe 1960, 1980, somewhere along there. It's not a new house. It's not even in a community, because there was so many cars going by that they live on the main road. It was cars going by there real fast, just back and forth. So it's like, for y'all to be a millionaire and for y'all have millionaire status, y'all don't live like it. Now, because you don't redid the inside of your house, kudos to you. But the thing is, for y'all to say that y'all got a millionaire status, y'all need to be living in a house like Nell and Chris Fletcher. So now Martell has come in. First of all, Nell was like, when Chris said Martell's coming by, oh, hell no. But when he get there, hey, how are you? Girl, that same energy I gave Chris when he came in, I'll be the same energy I gave Martell when he come in the house. I'm not going to be faking the phone with him. I ain't finna act like I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I'm not finna do that. Hey, how you doing? That's even you get a hey. I probably walked off. But anyway, let's keep going. So now they start talking about the Polo Classic. Nell was saying that her and Chris was invited to the Polo Classic by their PR, which they probably do may really have one. So they go in and Nell's like, look, you pissed me off about that picture that you set up with me shaking your that peasant's hand, coleslaw hand, and I got online with my hair all out and no makeup on because I was mad. Chris woke me up out of my sleep, showing it to me, and Martell told me, what you wake up for? She was gonna find out anyway, so it didn't really matter. So then they go in and Martell's like, oh, I didn't do it. It was not me. I would never do anything like that because I've been in pictures before, and I feel as though with you being mad, you owe me an apology. What? I wish I would apologize to you. For what? For why? Why I'm apologizing? First of all, tell me what I'm apologizing for. Yes, she got online, she ragged his tail, but I still don't owe you no apology. So he wanted an apology from Nell, and so she's sitting there like, he said if I would do anything like that, I would have told Chris, and I would probably have told Chris the same day. And I promise you, when Martell clear his throat, Martell finna tell a lie. Yeah, I'm seeing that now. Every time he clear his throat, he lying. He about to lie about something. So, he tell I would never do that. And then with her crazy self, she went ahead and apologized. Well, I apologize. And then she said, well, I don't really believe in the Chris. If I didn't believe him, I would have not apologized. Martell knew exactly what he was doing because he trying to set everybody up for a downfall. Everybody that he thought was riding on her side, on the right side, he wants out on the left side with him. So I would not in my house. And anybody else's house, I would have apologized. And she did because he said he needed one and he didn't do anything. Lies, all lies. So then they asked about what happened with Tisha going on live with Carlos and then him clapping back. He's like, Martell's like, from now on, you keep coming for me, I'm going to come for you. So if you don't send for me, I won't send for you. Pretty much that's the bottom line. And then he asked about Lance having a baby on Destiny. And Nell was like, a baby on Destiny? You want to know what's going on with them? Go over there and call Lance and ask him what happened. But that's all I got for you because that ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't in their business. So you want to know anything happened? Call Lance. And then he talking about he like babies. And Chris like, I know you do. But on to the next. Kenya and She Woman. So Kenya and He Woman is talking about them opening up a gym and everything. And I'm sitting there thinking, everybody trying to open a business. Y'all should have been on the establishment. Y'all like, we go to the gym, we go to bed, talk about gym, wake up, going to the gym. You should have been on opening gym. You work at, and I don't know how he gonna open it because where he work at? What job he got? Because we know he already like to take a walk through the woods and, smoking them trees. And we know she worked for Nassau. But if y'all got the money to open it, then go ahead. But she did it a long time ago. And he was talking about, kids talking about he went and talked to Woo Woo, and she looking like, for what? And he just telling, we trying to get some stuff together, and when we get married, we want to be able to do things together or co-parent together. And I'm not there yet. Trish tells him in lies, but first of all, let's go back. The car ride looks so awkward. He up here leaning over, almost over in the passenger seat with his hand on her thighs, and she got her hands cuffed together in the middle up on her leg, and not on his. It looked awkward. She looked like she don't want to be there. She looked stilted. She looking straight ahead like he talks. She might glance over there. It just don't look good. Trish is not made for TV. You know that when they be like, this is made for TV, not her. Nope, she ain't made for TV. Yeah, because she need to be home somewhere doing something other than that because she looked so awkward. But this girl had said to him before and in different interviews that if that boy need her, she always there. So quit trying to act like when you get around Kenya, oh, I don't like him and we ain't friends. Probably when he gone, y'all holding the whole conversation. Stop telling that lie. Oh, this girl is not good at lying as well as acting. Again, she's not made for TV. But let's keep on going. That's neither here nor there. So now we end up at Trish's house. She woman house with her friend Sharon that comes by, and she says that they've been knowing each other for 4 years, and they met at the gym. But that girl, if you look at her, y'all can't see her though. She resembles Trish too much to me. Maybe it's just my eyes, but she look like she's some kin to Trish. They ain't no friend. She might be a cousin or sister or something, because she resembles her in my eyes too much looking at them. But I could be wrong. Yeah, I could be wrong. But anyway, they just talking about the divorce, and she's like telling the girl that Ken don't move to, not Ken, that Woo don't move to Alabama. She didn't know anything about it. The kids ain't been over there. But Ken, the one that told her, Kenya, the one that told her about him moving there. Girl, I know good and well that boy didn't move there, and his son is, at least don't know. They know. And, this going on yet. We're trying to get it over. And, we can't get together. And this girl, and she got a lot to say. So then Woo come in the house. And Trish ain't saying nothing. This girl starts with him. He's like, hello, how y'all doing? Oh, I got some stuff that I want to say. He was like, you know me? No, I don't know you. He said, because you got a lot of, like a little bite behind you, what you're saying. So, I done something to you? No, but I got some stuff I need to say to you. I got some stuff I need to say to you. And he's still looking like, now you say you know Trish, how long? About 4 years or 3 or 4 years. So I don't really know. Again, learn your line. Learn your line while you want to be on TV. Learn your line. So he's like, so you met her at the gym? Yeah, I said that one time. He said, I don't know you. Yes, we already said that you don't know me, I don't know you. So my thing is, ma'am, if you don't know this man, why the Hello Kitty are you saying anything to him? That is not your place. Because my thing, at the end of the day, there's always 3 sides to a story. Your side, their side, and the middle. And all you hear is what she got to say. And you ain't met this man a day in your life. And you don't told him twice, I've never met you. So why you ain't sitting back shutting the pluck up? Girl, if you listen to the video, I said pluck. So why you ain't sitting back somewhere shutting the pluck up? Because it has nothing to do with you. He don't have anything to do with you. Trish sitting there on mute. Why you not sitting there on mute? She got this big problem with this man that you don't even know. And Ken looking at her like Woo looking at her like real baffled. And so then here go she woman gonna get a confessional. Yeah, he come in here want to argue with my friend. He about to piss me off. She's a grown woman. And she a grown woman that started running her mouth. So if he cuss her out, she deserves everything she get. Because that grown woman walked into that cussing out. She opened the door. And he walked right on in. Because he's like, I'm here to drop off my child. So what I do to you? And Trish wanted like, oh, he's starting it with her. He commits, first of all, ma'am, where was you at? He ain't started it with nobody. That lady started with him. Did you not hear her say she want to talk to him? Girl, when I tell y'all Trish need, I can't stand that girl with a passion. While you up here trying to act like you don't like your baby daddy. And your ex-husband, you do. You love him. Let's keep going. So they go back and forth. All of a sudden Trish want to pipe up and what you in my house for? What you doing here? Starting with my friend. And now she shuts up for a minute, looking like I ain't said nothing. You started with her. He did not start with her. And if I was Trish, first of all, if somebody come to my house and you don't know them, I don't told you big speech about them. I'm like, girl, don't even worry about that. Shit, no girl, shut your mouth, girl. You leave that boy alone. Something. She should have piped her down. So, he was like, y'all was talking about me. And, and I asked you what. And then you got something to say. Now she got nothing to say. She needed a moment. So you got your moment. Now you can get off the show and go on somewhere else because you started stuff. And Trish sitting here like, you started it. You came into my house and you've been here for days. Been well for days. She's like, I've been here. Well, the kids don't know. You don't know what the kids know. And she up here rocking and looking stupid. Somebody tell her, don't come back on the show with your mouth open. If you're going to be on the show, be an extra. Sit there with your mouth closed. But anyway, this show right here, this season, I see it already, is going nowhere. They sitting there trying to rewrite the lines they don't have every season that has not got off the ground. They sitting right here, got these same little storylines. They trying to do something new, but it ain't working for them. You got Destiny out here thinking she finna be the head honcho. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You will not be the head, nothing. You put on the same color dress as the rest of them because you ain't got nothing going for yourself. Tisha and Marsau still doing the same thing. Kimmy still raising Caillou. Nell up here being stupid by even attempted to apologize to Hotel because I would not have apologized. Now they feel as though, they could put Ariana's picture up on the show. We don't give a damn about Ariana. We never have and we never will. And again, your little boy is bad. So, that's what happened on this season, 10, episode 1. I'll be back with 2. And again, before I go, let me make this clear one more time, just in case somebody think I'm playing. Do not get in my comments. I promise you. Don't get in my comments with, I'm not watching the show and you shouldn't. I'm grown. I'm grown. I'm old enough to make up my mind by myself. I don't need nobody telling me what to do. My mama is over here resting easy. So I don't need nobody to parent me on what I don't need to do. I'm not a bandwagoner. And I fought with this situation for a minute, thinking, I shouldn't know. I thought to myself, no, this is what you started with, this is what you're in with. So don't get on here and my comments saying nothing about you in my show and what I should or should not do. Because you will be dismissed. You'll get an early dismissal. Because you jumped yourself in the fire and you're going to burn up. But anyway, like the video, comment, subscribe. If you like to be a blessing to my channel, you can at Cash App $Onbrittsblock. Again, Cash App $Onbrittsblock. I'll do super stickers, super thanks, super chats, membership $1.99. I think that last little part just made me mad. But anyway, I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all down. And I tell y'all, what's the truth. I speak how I feel. It is what it is. But anyway, y'all have a wonderful day on purpose.
She got the news, the story.